Welcome to the recording of the 4th and Memorial Rebuild Neighborhood Meeting. This meeting will discuss system upgrades happening in the 4th and Memorial Avenue area, including capital upgrades and infrastructure being installed in the area. If you have any questions or comments about this meeting, please feel free to contact our customer service team at 1-833-428-1451.
On this slide, we can see the project's extent. So to the north, we have 2nd Avenue. To the south, we have Central. The east, we have Memorial Avenue, and then green space on the west. Just to review some Synergy North owned assets, in these two photos, we can see a lot of the infrastructure that Synergy North owns. So on the far left photo, we have the meter base on the home or commercial building. We have the pad mount transformer. In the center photo, we have a pole top transformer, which is the gray cylinder-shaped object floating on the pole there. We have some wires. So one thing to note, the wires at the top of the pole and in the center of the pole are Synergy North, but anything towards the bottom are typically telecommunication, whether that be T-Baytel, Shaw, Rogers, Teleco, etc. And then the pole itself, as well as any supporting anchors, are owned by Synergy North. So when we are in your neighborhood, kind of what you can expect when we come in, we'll start with pole setting. So we'll use either our bucket trucks or cranes where needed to set the poles. When we do backfill at the pole locations, we do put extra material because the ground will settle out. For outages, you will be notified approximately a week before any scheduled outages, so please update your contact information on your account if you have not done so lately. Regarding traffic disruptions, we typically do not close the roads, but please follow any traffic rules and signage that is displayed. So some statistics for the project, there is a total of 104 residential and commercial services. We'll be installing 97 new poles and reframing, meaning reusing 18 existing poles. We'll be installing approximately 8,700 meters of new overhead wires. We'll be installing 43 overhead transformers and 7 pad mount transformers. Our typical design practices for these areas is a like-for-like manner, meaning that most of the time the locations of the equipment remain the same, and any individual changes would be discussed with the individual customer. So again, just the overview of the area before we jump into the changes. So bordered on the north by 2nd, on the south by Central, on the east by Memorial, and then green space on the west. We'll be reviewing 3 different types of changes. So our orange changes are new poles, anchors, or wires where it does not currently exist. Blue will be a change to underground infrastructure, and green is a change to overhead infrastructure, meaning a shift or respanning of our current pole lines. Starting with oranges, so new poles and anchors on Squire Place at the Squire Street intersection, we have some new poles and anchors. A new pole line going up Squire Place just to increase our accessibility for the area. At Winnipeg Avenue, Memorial Avenue, and 4th Avenue, we've got some new poles and anchors going in as well. At the intersection of 3rd and High Street in the top left photo, we have a new pole. So you'll notice at some intersections, we're removing the corner intersection pole just to increase the visibility at the intersection. So the same thing is happening at the corner of 4th Avenue and High Street, and similarly at 2nd Avenue and High Street. So again, the extra pole at Winnipeg Avenue and 2nd Avenue will have some extra anchors, as well as a new anchor in the Greenfield area behind Darwin Crescent. Continuing on with some orange changes on Beverly Street at Pasteur, we have a new anchor. 2nd Avenue near Fort William Road, same thing, another anchor. And then along Macdonell in front of 790 Macdonell, we have a new anchor as well. We have a new pole line going in along 8th Avenue, again, just to increase our accessibility to the location and improve the reliability. We have a new anchor in front of Lowry's on Central Avenue, as well as a new pole and anchor on the south side of Central. Moving on to our blue changes regarding the underground works, we have some new duct going in to the commercial locations at Squire Place. Similar at 580 Squire Street, we have some new duct. On Winnipeg Avenue, we have new duct going into a commercial building as well. At the end of Darwin Court, we have some new underground going in just to the side of Pasteur. On Squire Street to 615 Squire, we have some new duct. Along Macdonell to MGM Electric and the Barrel House building, we have some new ducts as well. Continuing on Squire Street to 648 Squire and 669 Squire, we have new duct. And on Macdonell to 804, we have new duct as well. Along 8th Avenue at that new pole line, we have some new duct going into 686 Squire Street and 590 Central, and new duct as well to 550 Central. Moving on to our green changes, so any overhead asset shifts. Along Pasteur Road and in the green space behind Darwin Crescent, we have some pole line respanning and shifts. Similarly, at 3rd Avenue and High Street, we have a pole and anchor shift. The intersection of Winnipeg and 2nd Avenue, we have some pole line respanning and a pole and anchor shift. And then the intersection of 4th Avenue and High Street, we have another pole and anchor shift. Along Macdonell Street, we have a pole shift, and along Squire, couple pole shifts. The crossing between 8th Avenue and Central Avenue, we have some pole line shifting. And in terms of our schedule, so when you can start to see us in the area, we'll begin surveying and staking the pole and anchor locations beginning in June 2026, with our pole setting efforts with our crews beginning in July and ending approximately in October. We will start our overhead work, so stringing the conductor, planning some of the outages in 2027, beginning in August and wrapping up in December. And at that point, we will do notification to our other third-party attachers like telecom, like streetlight, etc., for them to transfer to our new assets as well.
Thank you very much for tuning in to our 4th and Memorial neighborhood meeting. If you have any questions about this project, please feel free to reach out to our customer service team at 1-833-428-1451 or at customerservice@synergynorth.ca.